Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Okay, now drop your bags, ass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Purdy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Powering his way forward. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave the tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Samuel going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. And a substantial run there by McCaffrey, and the reigning offensive player of the year is coming off a season where he totaled over 2,000 yards from scrimmage for the 2nd time in his career. He truly can do it all.
They go play action here. Purdy sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Another run to Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, we go, Simone.
Geno now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
There we go.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Seahawks at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Gallup.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Now receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Tracy Walker. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Now Geno. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. This one deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here we go. Hey, let's go Sunday.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
Ready.
Throwing now is Geno. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They snap it to Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Smith throwing again. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down and 1. Smith now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, Smith. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arms. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And to the left side here, Wilson. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Straight ahead, Walker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
At the Niners' 17-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again is Smith. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And got his man complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 61 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Caught. It's Wilson. That one a first down pickup of 8. Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Slow ball, slow ball.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line.
Throwing is Smith.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Middle.
Now Geno. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
2nd down and 8.
Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
There we go, Sonoma.
Throwing now is Geno. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
There we go, Sonoma.
Now it's Smith. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Brown. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down. Attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Geno's going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 8 yards out.
And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Here's Smith. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Purdy off the play fake.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
They'll roll him out right. That is caught. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Out of the gun, Smith.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Smith now to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Hey, trio left. Hey, here we go, hey.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big fella go.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
27.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready.
Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Smith. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete dominance.
Yeah.